Guess who's got a new mic?
I'll be honest, it's not as good as I was expecting, but I am glad that I was able to upgrade a little bit at least. I understand there may be some background noise here and there, and there's probably some tweaking I'm going to have to do. But just keep in mind that the quality may not always be the best. I'm not actually using a computer desk, I'm using a wagon that's filled with all of my belongings, and I have like a lap table balancing on top of it. It's a long story, but I should be getting a desk eventually. That said, today we're going to be doing a couple more 5-star quests, so sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. So I think today we're going to go ahead and try to get both the egg quests over with if we can. We're going to at least do one of them. The first one is find the wyvern eggs. Now this one is the actual one where you got to deliver 2 wyvern eggs. So again, one of the people has fallen ill. With 2 of the eggs, they can make a remedy. I'm not sure if that was the plot last time they wanted wyvern eggs, but either way, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm actually going to do a bit of scouting ahead of time. And even besides that, I do want to see who is here. I'm pretty sure it's still Rathalos, so that probably hasn't changed much. But even between now and then, I won't be doing much upgrading, so I guess technically, if I wanted to, I could try to fight Rathalos, but I don't have a whole bunch of large barrel bombs with me and supplies for more, so it's probably not going to go well if I try. Normally, whenever I fought Rathalos before, the time really has always been just time management and running out of time, but as is, I'm going to avoid fighting him this time, and as soon as we get to the actual Slay the Rathalos quest, then I'll see if I have any better luck. So it is interesting to see that there are Mosswine here. It's going to be interesting to see if they switch it out and put Velocipray here again or something, but I'm hoping that between area 10, 7, and 3, I should be able to manage bringing the Rathalos its eggs, or excuse me, manage to bring the Rathalos eggs back to camp. Because it looks like only the cats are here, and the Rathalos, I believe, can show up here. I'm not 100% certain. I know you can show up in area 9, but I'm not 100% certain in area 10. I don't think the Rathalos can, even if the other smaller monsters can, but at the end of the day, it will be just a matter of seeing who's going to try to stop me, and it looks like it will be the Rathalos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bait him to charge out here. And of course, I'm out of the range of his roar, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Alright, so it looks like he's going to do his world tour. That will give us ample time and opportunity to come over here and jump into the cave. Also, speedrun strat. With the Velocipray here, that will make getting the egg annoying as usual. So let's go ahead and get rid of them. Nice. Alright, so we will be doing the same thing as before. We're just going to go ahead and grab this wyvern egg. And then we're going to come up to the entrance. Since we're not going over to Area 2, I'm going to try to risk it for the biscuit and get over to Area 3 right away. I won't wait on the Rathalos until he actually comes over this time. Although he is right there. He's probably doing the flyby right now, because he noticed I took the egg. That's what I'm guessing the lore implication is. But as you can see, he's doing a flyover. And I'm going to come back over here, and there's no Vespoid. That actually concerns me a lot. If I come out here and there's no Vespoid, that makes me very afraid because I'm starting to think, oh, well, there's going to be Velocipray everywhere again. So here's to hoping there aren't, and if there are Velocipray everywhere again, well, we'll just have to try to deal with it. Now, I think for what it's worth, even if they do make me drop the egg, or after I deliver this egg, the Velocipray should be killable in most of these areas. So, yeah, that's what okay, so this is actually the most evil quest I was talking about, but since I have the Area 10 and Area 8 strategies down for the most part, then I'm not too worried about them as long as they don't jump on me. Now, if I can just skirt them around this tree and get to Area 10, I should be mostly okay, but it's getting to Area 8, or getting through Area 8, that's going to be the biggest trouble. Of course, Rathalos is going to show up, but I'm not worried because I can just skirt around here. And yeah, there's Feline here. So there's most likely going to be Velocipray instead of Mosswine in Area 8, and just like the last mission. So that's probably why I got the two confused, because this one you got to do it twice. But as long as the Velocipray don't infinitely respawn in Area 8, we should be okay. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if I went to pick up the second egg and then everything respawned once just to make things more difficult, but I'm not going to be too worried about that. Yeah, so here's the Velociprey. Just gotta jump down and try not to die. The best thing you can do with Velociprey in most cases is try to skirt them around the environments. Of course, that's the first time I actually dropped an egg, and I'll just get rid of these Velociprey, and then hopefully they won't respawn. Die. Oh, thank God, they don't respawn. Yeah, that would have made this 100% the most evil quest, but with Velociprey and Genprey in the egg quest for the deserts, but mostly with Velociprey, it's really important to just try to skirt them around stuff, because if you can, they have a hard time hitting you. My mistake with that Velociprey is I let it get too close, and it was able to do just a normal attack, and Rathalos can show up in Area 10. Great, good to know. And after that, it just, obviously, it made it a lot more difficult, because it was able to just turn around and give me a little nibble, and it made me drop the egg. Now, I guess on the bright side, the Vespoid not being here is, I guess, a pretty generous indicator of, you know, expecting Velociprey in the other areas, but even so, it is still pretty annoying that I have to deal with those Velociprey instead of, like, one Vespoid and a bunch of Aptonoth. And of course, I come back and the Velociprey do respawn. I'm guessing that every time you grab an egg, it does do a respawn check for the enemies or something like that, where basically allows stuff to respawn, so... Oh my God, I almost got hit by that. As is, I don't know exactly how much time I have left, because I generally try not to drop the egg, and then whenever I don't drop the egg, I try not to do these quests. Well, not drop the eggs, but just in general, I try not to do these egg quests. So this time, I don't know exactly how much time I have. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come over here and use a first aid med, and use my stake, and then try to grab another egg. Now, what I should probably do, one, if I drop the egg again, or two, if I run into Rathalos again and I don't have the egg, is paintball him. Because if I paintball the Rathalos, I'll know exactly where he is, exactly where he's going, exactly where he's coming from, and exactly where he's going to. So, with that insight, it would make dealing with this a lot easier, and that I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, hey, when's Rathalos going to be here? Where's he coming from? Like, really, the only way this could go wrong is if I did that. Something tells me this entire episode is just going to be this one quest. Oh no, Rathalos is here. Why are you here? Go away, Rathalos. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. Everybody wants you to go away. You're just ugly and gangly, and you're not even pretty like your newer gen Rathalos. Alright, so I am hoping, now that I have killed those Velociprey, they don't respawn, but if they do respawn, well, I guess I can just try to skirt around them. However, if they don't respawn, we could be home free. I mean, there's still Velociprey in Area 1, but hey, yeah, look at that. So unless Rathalos shows up literally right this second, like, if we can make it past that tree without Rathalos showing up, we should be safe, for the most part. Like I said, we'll still have to contend with the Velociprey in Area 1, and I swear to God, if I drop the egg in Area 1, I am going to be very sad. I'm going to be very sad and very disappointed in my skills as a monster hunter. Roll credits. I guess while we're running with this egg, something I did want to bring up. I know some people asked if I was going to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I would love to play Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the game. That's how much I love it, and I want other people to play with and everything else. It would be great, but I'm going to be honest, I looked at the minimum system requirements for Monster Hunter Wilds. Right now, I have a GPD Win Mini, the 2023 version, and the reason I have this is because before, a lot of bad stuff happened, and I basically lost my career for a while. I'm getting back into it. I actually have a chance to get back into it because I was kind of screwed over the last time, but now that I have a chance to get back into it, I am going back into it sometime this weekend. I'll be doing like a preliminary exam, so to speak, but while I still had money, I actually got the GPD Win Mini. Now, there is another little micro PC prototype thing that I did support the development of, and it's called the iNeo Flip DS. This one has 16 gigs of RAM. Oh my god, dude, please. The iNeo Flip DS has 32 gigs of RAM. So, this one, I don't think it can run Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm going to be 100% honest. I really don't think this can run Monster Hunter Wilds. but the Flip DS might be able to. If not, I am in a comfortable enough position where I think I can get a PC in a couple of months before Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, maybe sometime around December or January, that will be able to run it. And in the instance that I do, and I can, obviously I will be playing it. But now that I have properly disappointed myself and I am sad and I want to cry, I'm going to run back over to Area 5 and try to get another egg. At this point, I've basically cleared out the map, so I'm going to go back, I'm going to get an egg, and I'm going to deliver it this time, because there is nothing in my way except a sparsely spawning Rathalos. Oh no, he's here so soon. Yeah, Rathalos is a little upset. I've killed 3 of its babies so far. So, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, so that is 1 egg delivered. Now, I'm thinking as soon as I go get the other egg, the Velociprey will respawn. I'm hoping they don't, but just to test it out, what I'll do is I'll go grab the egg, and then I'll drop it, and then I'll run out to Area 3. And if the Velociprey are there, well, we're kind of boned. Alright, so the Velociprey haven't respawned here. That does give me hope, but I don't want to, I guess, count my eggs before the chickens... No, count my chickens before the eggs hatch. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to run out here with the egg and go to Area 3. I might as well go ahead and carry it out to Area 3. I'll probably lose, like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, but it's fine. And as soon as I get out to Area 3, if the Velociprey are there, I'll go around and kill the Velociprey in 3, 8, and 1. And after I do that, then I should be clear to bring the egg back without any interruptions, except, of course, from Rathalos. The only thing that could really complicate things is if I enter an area and then right as I do, Rathalos shows up. Because then I'll have to wait for Rathalos to leave the area. But that would involve me having to kind of guess when he'd leave or not, and I just have to paintball him to know for sure. Like I said, if you're in a quest where you gotta run from a monster, or you got multiple monsters, definitely paintball at least one of them, so you know where they are at all times. Preferably the monster you want to avoid. Well, I don't know, maybe the monster you want to track. I guess it depends on what your priorities are and how willing you are to run around the map chasing after them. Now, on the bright side, it does look like there are no Velociprey here. That makes me a lot happier and a lot more hopeful. That means the Velociprey are most likely gone for good, and even though this is still, in my opinion, whoa, 10 minutes, you get 30 minutes for this quest, good to know. But even though the Velociprey are gone, it is still, in my opinion, one of the most evil quests in the entire series. Or at least the entire game, but probably the entire series. I highly doubt it gets worse than this. At least in terms of, like, you know, oh, here you go, it's an easy quest, right? Yoink, nope, Velociprey everywhere. They're gonna kill you, they're gonna frustrate you, they're gonna make your life difficult. Have fun, buddy. But then again, Monster Hunter Duel still exists, and everybody talks about how that's the hardest one in the series. I don't see I can get harder than this, but okay, sure, I'll believe you. So thankfully, it does look like the Velociprey are all gone. I killed them, they're gone, and even though I only have a few minutes left, I'm going to be able to get back in time. The Rathalos shouldn't interrupt me, and if he does, he's going to be in an area he should not be in. I just want to appreciate the fact that this quest is so evil, it actually gaslit me. Because I was thinking it was its younger cousin self in the 3-star quest. I think it was a 3-star quest, where you only had to deliver 1 egg, and they just kind of had an error on the developer side saying, you know, oh, it's 2 eggs, oh, it's 1 egg. But this time, this quest is so evil, it actually gaslit me. It was like, oh, this quest that you think is the most evil quest ever, yeah, it's actually a lot easier than you thought. Congratulations, you look stupid. And then it drops this quest on me, and it says, psych, now you look dumb, haha, hope you had fun, buddy. But it's okay, because we all got through it together. I got to test out my new microphone. I got some mega nutrients. Holy crap, that is exactly the type of thing I needed. I am going to put those in my item box, and I am not going to touch them. But basically what the mega nutrients does is, it's like the well done steak. It pretty much maxes out your health. The thing is, of course, the health doesn't regenerate over time. However, with the mega nutrients, they do lose their effect after you faint. So, ideally, it's good for if you know you're not going to die. But that said, I've been recording a fair bit, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching the video and all the support I've been getting on the channel lately. That said, if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. If there's any useful tidbits of information you'd like to provide for me, leave them down in the comments below. And if you're feeling generous, make sure you subscribe to my Patreon. That way, I can kidnap all of Rathalos' babies. Bye now.